Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And today I'm going to do the November 1st tier list of Cookie Run Kingdom. There's a brand new meta out there of pumpkin pie. So this video is an updated video that you definitely want to check out. Also, keep in mind, I also review these cookies based on how they be, about 3 stars and above. And I play in Master 1 a lot of times, so that's my point of view. But typically, if these cookies are in Master 1 and can beat some of the top teams, then they're definitely going to be good in like Diamond level 2, right? So I'm going to start off with the SS tier. The first cookie I got in the SS tier is, of course, Sea Fairy. That 3-second stun, the huge damage. Sea Fairy is by far the best damage dealer cookie in the game, no question. Pure Vanilla Cookie, the best healer in the game. You get that 3-second HP shield that absorbs a ton of damage, plus excellent healer. Then you got Holly Berry. Holly Berry gives you that damage focus that absorbs 20% of the damage, plus is super tanky. You get Holly Berry to 1-2 stars and above, and that is a lot of tankiness. It is super hard to take out Holly Berry. A lot of the fights, you're going to have one cookie left. It's just going to be Holly Berry. Pumpkin Pie entered the meta. Pumpkin Pie is on a lot of the top teams. I played and beat number 1, number 5, number 4, number 2. They're all using Pumpkin Pie, right? I'm using Pumpkin Pie on my team. There are alternate comps that don't use Pumpkin Pie, but for the most part, most of the teams in Master 2, Master 1 are rolling with Pumpkin Pie because Pumpkin Pie is so good, using that ability to reduce the healing that the team can do to the 3 cookies that Pom Pom hits. Also, Pom Pom increases the attack speed for any other summon creatures, and Pumpkin Pie just does really good damage if you have Pumpkin Pie geared right. Plus, Pom Pom is like an additional tank up front. When you have a cookie like Sorbet Shark hit your frontline tanks, well, one frontline tank's going to get hit if you're running double tank, but Pom Pom's going to absorb the other hit and save your frontline cookies. A lot of versatility, a lot of functionality in Pumpkin Pie. That's what makes her so good. Twizzly Cookie is absolutely one of the meta cookies right now, being used a ton in the top arena leagues. There are different ways that you can build Twizzly Cookie. You can do a full attack build if you're running Mala and the Scythe, because you get that crit damage from the bonuses of Mala and the Scythe. Or if you want to do a full crit build and then you don't need the Scythe or Mala, you can do a full crit build like I run with with Pumpkin Pie, Twizzly, Pure Vanilla Cookie, Sea Fairy, Holly Berry, just using Twizzly in a standard comp. Also, you can use Twizzly in a 2-tank comp where you're running Strawberry Crepe, where you're running Holly Berry, Sea Fairy in the middle, Twizzly in the back line with Pure Vanilla Cookie. There are a lot of different versions of Twizzly that you can use, and what makes Twizzly so good is Twizzly hits hard if built right, hits about as hard as Squid Ink does, but gives you the additional ability to break Pure Vanilla Cookie's HP shield. It will disable that shield, and it's not just like if the shield's activated when the Twizzly Cookie skill goes off. No, she puts zap on the entire team, and then you get that like 5, 6, 7 second window in which Pure Vanilla cannot initiate that HP shield. It is absolutely huge. Just think Twizzly Cookie is a better version of Squid Ink with that HP shield destroyer. Sorbet Shark, still a very good cookie, still does a ton of damage to those frontline tanks. More damage than any other cookies. That's why Sorbet Shark still being used by a lot of top teams. Also, Strawberry Crepe, the second best tank in the game, and in some scenarios, a better tank than Holly Berry, dependent on your team comp. Strawberry Crepe gives you that plus 50% damage resist to 2 cookies. Very, very strong cookie. And a lot of double tank and triple tank comps are used, in which Strawberry Crepe and Holly Berry are absolutely used together. And then we got Almond. Almond is used in so many different variations of comps that Almond has to be SS tier. There is speed comps that involve Almond. There's stun comps that use Almond. There's the Rymond comp, which is Rye and Almond together, that do absolutely huge damage. Almond is still alive and well and being used in so many comps that Almond has to be SS tier. Now I got my S tier up here. It is a big tier. Mala Cookie right now is on the verge of SS in the current meta. But I put Mala Cookie just on S tier because Mala Cookie is kind of limited to very specific teams. Now, Mala Cookie is usually used with Twizzly because Mala Cookie gives that crit increase to Twizzly Cookie to make Twizzly Cookie a powerhouse. But Mala Cookie is pretty limited to being used in comps with Twizzly Cookie. That's why Mala Cookie is just S tier. Whereas a cookie like Twizzly Cookie can be used in a lot of different variations, right? Parfait, still rocking the arena, still up there. Master 1, Master 2, still countering a lot of teams. I know that Parfait and Pure Vanilla used as the double healer backline, still a thorn to a lot of teams that run certain comps, single tank comps specifically. That healing, even with Pumpkin Pie, is able to keep up, and Parfait is still one of the absolute best cookies in the game. Squid Ink, a really tremendous cookie, just because Squid Ink has the ability to do that area damage to the entire team and do a lot of it. Plus, Squid Ink has that vanish when Squid Ink uses that skill to kind of protect Squid Ink from some damage. Now, Black Raisin is still a very strong cookie, and she is used in very certain comps, and in those specific comps, Black Raisin can do a lot of damage. Black Raisin is excellent at putting a lot of pressure on the midline cookies, specifically Sea Fairy. So if you have a lot of cookies geared towards doing damage to the middle cookies, Black Raisin absolutely helps with that. Now, Madeline Cookie is S tier because of the speed comp. Madeline Cookie absolutely rocks in the speed comp, and Madeline Cookie is using a lot of different variations. That's why Madeline is above Mint or Lilac, or even Sparkling, because there are different ways you can use Madeline, not just in the speed comp. The Mint Cookie is an absolutely great healer, obviously used in versions of the speed comp, but you can also use Mint Cookie as a second healer, just like you use Parfait, to get that speed increase. If you don't have Pure Vanilla Cookie yet, Mint Cookie is also an excellent healer that gives you burst healing, right? Whereas Parfait gives you healing over ticks, Mint Cookie gives you burst healing and a decent amount plus attack speed. Absolutely S tier cookie. Ginger Brave, used in a ton of comps, used in stun comps, used in Holly Berry, Ginger Brave frontline comps, used in Ginger Brave Tiger Lily comps. Ginger Brave, absolutely great cookie, and why Ginger Brave is so good is because Ginger Brave pushes those frontline tanks back, allows cookies like Tiger Lily to jump and then stun the whole entire team, where if Ginger Brave didn't push those cookies back, the stun would not work. So Ginger Brave is excellent because Ginger Brave can move formations around, and that's why Ginger Brave works so well in different comps. Raspberry Cookie, still a very good cookie used in triple tanks. Raspberry Cookie can do a ton of damage, plus that 40% offense attack reduction to whatever cookie Raspberry hits is absolutely huge. If you have Raspberry and Raspberry use that skill on Sea Fairy and you get that minus 40% on attack, that really makes a difference in saving your team. That's really kind of a tanky cookie because the minus 40% attack on Sea Fairy really helps you survive. Rye Cookie, absolutely great in the Rhymin comp. That's why Rye Cookie's in S tier. Rye is also used in comps such as the Tiger Lily Rye comp. And when I see the Tiger Lily comp, I'm always caught off guard. They always have Rye hidden, and Rye does such excellent damage. Whatever cookie Rye is aimed at, she takes that cookie out and can really wreck your team. Sparkling Cookie, used in speed comps, the Sparkling version of the speed comp. Excellent cookie, gives you that healing to 2 cookies, gives you that increased crit bonus 25% to the entire team. Great cookie. Lilac Cookie, we all know if the attack speed is on your cookie, if they have attack speed buffs due to Mint, due to the treasure, Lilac Cookie is going to let them do way more damage. And then of course Tiger Lily, used in a bunch of comps, used in Tiger Lily stun comps, used in Tiger Lily Ginger Brave comps. Tiger Lily is just a great cookie because Tiger Lily has the ability to stun the other team. So Tiger Lily can be used in a versatile number of ways. This is my A tier right here. I got Moon Rabbit Cookie. I moved Moon Rabbit Cookie down from S tier to A tier just because Moon Rabbit Cookie is not being used that much. Every once in a while you're going to get caught off guard. You're going to see a Holly Berry Moon Rabbit frontline. But still, it seems like it's just not that strong anymore. That comp, and Moon Rabbit's just kind of disappearing from comps. Moon Rabbit's just not being used as much anymore, except for that Holly Berry Moon Rabbit frontline, or sometimes you'll see a Moon Rabbit stun comp, which is actually pretty good because Moon Rabbit can do that area of effect damage plus give you a little bit of healing, but still A tier. Snow Sugar, I have moved up from C to A tier Snow Sugar is a great cookie. If you've seen some of my videos, I beat the number 41 team with Snow Sugar. I beat the number 2 team with Snow Sugar. And how Snow Sugar works is Snow Sugar reduces the attack speed of the opposing team. And when the opposing team has their attack speed reduced, that affects a lot of things, right? They're doing less damage to you on normal attacks. Their healer, Pure Vanilla Cookie, is doing less healing, right? So Pure Vanilla Cookie is not just healing on the skill usage. Every single attack that Pure Vanilla Cookie does is a heal. You're reducing that attack speed by 25%, so that team is getting less healing as well. Attack speed is important, and you are getting a reduction of attack speed with Snow Sugar. Now you also team Snow Sugar up with Pom Pom, and Snow Sugar's attack speed goes up. So Snow King's attack speed goes up. Snow King is doing more damage. If you can, try to run like a 3 attack, 2 damage resist on Snow Sugar, because Snow Sugar can do a decent amount of damage. And I have the new Summoner Treasure only to level 6. I imagine when that's level 10, level 11, a level 12, that's going to make Snow Sugar even that much better, because that allows Snow King to do even more damage, plus it increases the amount of time Snow King can stay out in the battle. And I am surprised, but I've had some battles where Snow Sugar is doing like 1.5 million damage. Snow Sugar can hit hard. If you can even do like a 5 attack and get that damage resist, 5 like Raspberry Toppers and get that damage resist up to 26-27%, go that way, because you can do even more damage. So Snow Sugar is pretty good because of that damage from Snow King plus the reduced attack speed. I'd say A tier for now. I'm going to keep working on Snow Sugar. I'm going to keep trying to see if I can perfect Snow Sugar, get Snow Sugar up to that S tier. But I'm really probably going to have to work on that treasure and get that treasure upgraded so that Snow Sugar is even more effective. Pastry Cookie here in A tier, because Pastry Cookie is not used in every single comp. That's why Pastry is in A tier versus S tier, but Pastry Cookie can hit hard. But a cookie that is a little bit of a glass cannon. Herb Cookie, if you don't have any of the buff healers, if you don't have Mint Cookie, Parfait Cookie, Pure Vanilla, Herb's the next best healer, get Herb Cookie. Red Velvet, a great cookie still in certain comps, especially if you're in the lower tiers like Diamond 1, Diamond 2. Red Velvet Cookie is able to pull that backline cookie like a healer, stun for 5 seconds. That team's not getting healed. Plus, now your frontline offensive units can hit that Pure Vanilla Cookie and take Pure Vanilla out of the game. That's why Red Velvet's so good. Licorice gives you that plus 20% defense, plus puts minions out front. They can tank some hits in the front line, be able to tank some of the comps they use like Tiger Lily, Ginger Brave. Super helpful there. Latte, a very good cookie for A tier, because Latte Cookie can silence the other opponent and keep them from using their skill, right? That's why Latte is so good. Latte also deals pretty good damage. Alright, Espresso does pretty good damage. Mango, similar to Espresso, does pretty good damage. I like Espresso a little bit better because Espresso can pull the enemies together. That helps if you're using like an Espresso plus Black Raisin, because the Black Raisin can hit more of the enemies when Espresso uses the skill to pull them together. Vamp is a pretty good cookie. B tier because not really used in the higher levels, but the lower levels, Vamp, if you have Vamp powered up, can take out the backline healer. And then we got Dark Choco. Dark Choco reduces the opponent's defense by 20%, allows you to hit a little bit harder. Pomegranate gives you an attack buff. Milk Cookie gives you a little bit of a shield. Problem with Milk Cookie is milk isn't tanky enough. Right? Like, Milk Cookie works in a very similar style to Holly Berry, just Holly Berry has way more tankiness. Camino is able to, change into a fox and evade some skills. That's what makes Camino like B tier. Yam Cookie does some area effect damage on the frontline cookies. And then Werewolf Cookie, decent cookie. Got a little buff, slightly better, but still not that great. And here's my C tier cookies, not really worth talking that much about except for Fig. I did level up Fig to level 60, so I want to talk about Fig real quick. So Fig got additional HP, right? Fig also now, instead of doing just a reduction of attack by 20%, it's now reduction of attack by 25% for the entire team. But the problem I have with Fig is I used Fig and I didn't notice that much of a difference with that reduction in attack. where I could just use Fig just for that one roll to reduce the team's attack by 25%. I wasn't getting a lot of wins just doing that one roll, and there's just not enough damage output from Fig to make up for that. Now, if Fig just did a tiny little bit of damage, you pair that with the 25% reduction in attack, I feel like Fig would move up a few tiers. But the attack is just so weak that Fig is just not viable right now, in my opinion. Here's my arena tier list. Tell me what you like, don't like. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for checking out this video.